Hello everyone, I'm In-Game Arts. This is just a special little video to do a little talk about subjects that have been frequently asked, and I thought I'd just make a video and touch on the subjects and stuff like that. And it's just a little interesting little video that I've been wanting to do for a little bit here. But anyway, let's go into it. The three main things that people have asked me, so I just want to make a little quick reply about that. The one is that where are the Switch games? Secondly, why am I only covering the PS4 versions? And thirdly, why am I on my rating system? We're just going to go and cover all three of these just to do a quick little topic subjects about this, and we'll just jump into immediately the first one, and that's Nintendo Switch. Why there hasn't been really any Nintendo Switch games lately, unboxing videos for that stuff, is that, well, much like the PlayStation 5 and the PS4 games, I'm kind of doing the same thing with the Nintendo Switch. I'm kind of waiting for the next generation console to see if it's backwards compatible, and I can start testing my Switch games on the next generation console, like Super Nintendo Switch 2 or whatever. So I'm kind of just doing the same thing. I know a lot of people have subscribed and they do like the Nintendo Switch videos and they want to see more of those, but at the time I feel like it's a good decision just to hold off and just wait to check the next console. There might be a few games I might cover along the way, like let's say Metroid Prime Remastered, which they sent me 2 copies, so I might as well just play it eventually here. I've never played it before. And then like Advance Wars Reboot Camp, which I'm highly interested in. So those are probably games I might cover, but for the most part, a lot of Switch games are going to be delayed until the next console comes out, and that way I can cover the newest hardware and if it's backwards compatible. I just trying to do that same thing. I know much like when I did the PS4 for the PS5 games, it kind of hurt the channel a little bit. A lot of people just thought they don't get the same amount of views and stuff like that, but to me, it's more useful information, because that's, if we're going into the digital future, as a lot of them are saying, it could be the last physical generation, then testing these games on the last generation that can work with these consoles, or these games on the last consoles, then I think that's really important information, and to be the forefront and immediately get those videos out and fully test them offline and all this unregistered account and stuff like that. So hopefully you can be patient with that. As I said, I might cover a few Switch games down the road. I've been planning to play, after I got done with Resident Evil 4, I might play Metroid Prime Remaster. I don't know, I have to see. But anyway, hopefully that's a good enough reason for you all, and hopefully you can be patient with that. I mean, I do want to play some Switch games. There are a few out there, but I think it's just better to wait for the next console to see if it's backwards compatible. The second question is asked, why am I covering PS4 games and not the PS5 version? Much like when I covered Resident Evil 4 remake, it comes with multiple reasons. First off, I'm a big collector of PlayStation 4 games, so my main focus is collecting PS4 games. So I know a lot of people, that was an exaggeration when I said I want a whole room of PS4 games. I really love PlayStation 4. But there's just a multitude of reasons. Now, let's say if the PS5 version came out later compared to the PS4 version, then I most likely will buy the PS5 version, because that will be the most updated and most likely be the more superior version of the game. But if they come out at the same time and there's really no difference between them, then in my personal opinion, the PS4 version is the better version of the game, since it's backwards compatible with the PlayStation 4 and PS5. Then if you bought the PS5 version, it will only work on PS5. As I've talked about multiple times, I do not care about graphics. So if you come to me about PS5 has ray tracing, realistic follicles, hairs, and certain dynamics and stuff like that, I don't care. I want a game to work. I want the game to play and play smoothly. That is my first and foremost. I don't care about graphics. So I bought the PS4 version of Resident Evil 4 Remake, but just because I have all the Resident Evil games on PlayStation 4, so it felt like more reason to get the PS4 version. I may pick up the PS5 version of these games down the road, maybe get a used copy and stuff like that, and then cover those games eventually. But for me, for physical collecting and for my personal taste and physical preservation, as well as that, I personally do believe the backwards compatibility makes the PS4 version more superior compared to the PS5 version, since it can work on 2 different hardwares. Now, it's just a personal taste and what I enjoy doing, and I eventually will cover PS5 versions of these games. I can't say when or where or when I'll do it, but I'll eventually buy the PS5 version just because I love the game, like Resident Evil 4 Remake. Yeah, I will definitely buy the PS5 version down the road. Hopefully maybe they'll come out with a complete edition, Game of the Year editions and stuff like that, and as I said, that could release later, and then I could pick up the game again, and then that PS5 version will be better clearly than the PS4 again, it's just my particular preference on my collecting. And I know a lot of people are sick and tired of PS4 games. They want the next generation to move on. To me, I don't think that's ever going to happen. We're pretty much in that limbo state where, as if we're going into the digital future, PS4 and PS5 are basically going to be the main forefront on physical copies, because it's just, again, the PS4 version can work on PS4 and PS5. So a lot of people are going to be like, well, if you're going to produce a physical copy, produce one for the PS4, because then that can work with two consoles. Like, let's say Binding of Isaac, the one I just covered, that will work on PS4 and PS5. So therefore, for physical collecting, that's the better version than strictly a PS5 version. Again, it's all just on the basis of the situation of that physical copy. And again, I will cover PS5 versions of these games and the PS4 versions in due time. But to me, PS4 version is where I'm going to go for my physical collecting, and I have backwards compatibility, and it's just overall just part of my just love for preservation of these PS4 games. Now, hopefully, those both the Switch and this was a good explanation of that. The last third one is that I had a few people request about the rating system I have, where the feedback has been great. People seem to really love the system I have set up with that, and I'm really glad, because I was trying to create a very non-biased and just no influence from me. But some have asked if I should create two systems, where one is about the product and one is my personal opinions of the game. And, well, that will never happen. I will never give a rating for my particular taste in games. Simply put it, my taste and my viewpoints of games are vastly different than other people's, so I really don't want to have to deal with people getting upset because I gave a game a negative review that you greatly love. So that's why it's just about the product. My personal tastes about the games are irrelevant. To give you an example, Breath of the Wild 2 or Tears of the Kingdom, I'm not interested in that. The Spider-Man 2, I'm not interested in it. Starfield, I'm not interested in it. Man, if you gave me to rate Fallout and Skyrim, I'd probably give that like a 2, maybe 3 out of 10. Or a thumbs down. Or Breath of the Wild, I'd probably give it a 5, maybe 6 out of 10. Because it's boring. It's got some cool elements, but the overall game is just boring. So therefore, and I try to create a non-biased system. So every time I would look at a game, it would be me pulling away my personal opinions and be like, okay, what is the experience? What is the game offering? How much is it offering? How much is it filler? I'm going to be looking at that and not my personal opinion. So it would just cause massive headaches, not only for me, for others, the content, and just the channel. I just don't want to deal with that. So therefore, it's just going to be about the product. I will never talk about or give a review system for my my score of the game. It's just about the product. And statistically, most people don't even stick around for my commentary and my videos. Most people just watch the unboxing part and just leave. So it's very funny about that, because it's like really important that you stick around for the commentary. I'm not saying you should watch my videos. I'm just saying that there's things I cover more in the commentary than just my opinion of the game. But hopefully these 3 things were summarized and explained really well. Then I will cover Switch games. I'm just waiting for the next hardware, and I may cover a few games down the road here soon, but I'm trying to limit it myself so I can experience these games all over again on the newest hardware if it's backwards compatible. PS5, I just love collecting PS4 games, and I love seeing my collection get bigger. That doesn't mean I'm not going to cover the PS5 versions. It's just that will be later. Not my top priority to get the PS5 version unless it's knowingly superior than the PS4 version, or it's only available on the PS5. And the rating system, I just don't see no benefit of it. My videos are more meant to be like a catalog or an archiving system, so people can immediately look at a video and be like, okay, this is the product, this is what I'm getting, this is what I'm preserving. My personal opinion and tastes are irrelevant. It's all about the product and the preservation of video games, regardless if it's a good game or bad game. All games are precious and should be preserved, protected, and studied and learned from. And therefore, it's important about categorizing it and understanding what you're getting. So, again, that's just my personal opinions and tastes. I hope you guys enjoyed these quick little summaries of these 3 little opinions and topics of the subject. Again, thank you all so much for being a part of In Game Arts. it's such an honor just to go out of my way to, and you guys going out of your way as well to try to help preserve and protect and give your opinions and best ideas to how to improve the channel or how to better preserve gaming, and just let me know about gamings and games you would like to see covered, and just you would like to see the game grow. I'm so honored and appreciative about that. I don't know, I feel like I should always be doing something more bigger and better for you guys than just making random unboxing videos or just making videos of my stupid face. I just feel like there's something more I should be doing, or trying to do something more creative. I have some ideas, maybe some videos you might guys like. But anyway, I thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you guys appreciate this video, and hopefully you can appreciate more videos down the road, and we all can work together to try to create the best community for physical preservation. So I'm going to start rambling. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next unboxing videos or any other videos I produce in the future. Bye-bye!